I think it's time to discuss spaces that we thought we would use a certain way, but it turns out we really don't. So I had to come to terms with this when it came to this little transition room. I don't know what we are going to call it. I personally thought that it was the formal dining room when we looked at the house and when we moved in here, but it definitely does not fit my furniture. Not, you know, the furniture that I inherited from my Grammy. So we are using what would probably be the formal living room as our dining room. And I've talked about this on my channel several times. So we got these wingback chairs around, I would say, Thanksgiving time, I think. So we have had them in here this whole time. And I really wanted to keep them in here. Like, I wanted a space where if guests come over, and not like the guests that are family and stuff, but just like if somebody comes to the door, right, like a neighbor or something, I wanted to be able to invite them in and have them sit down and, you know, offer them a chair at least, not just to sit at the dining room table. So anyway, I've come to terms with the fact that that's not really how this space is used, but I still want to make the best use of this space. So I had this originally a dressing table, but then I was using it as a nightstand, and then I was using it as an entry table. So this has been over there as an entry table this whole time, kind of, you know, just up against the wall, and it was just so far away. I mean, when you walk into the house, I guess, you know, but it was just kind of weird. So I wanted to do something else with this, and I'm not so sure I'm going to keep all of this like this, but this is how it is for right now. So let's leave it as it is right now. Usually you do 3 things, right? Okay, we have the 3 things. So anyway, I thought, I love the way the sun comes into this room. My daughter has been working at the dining room table, you know, on those aprons and whatnot. So she also likes to have me here, have me in this space with her. And I love to be in here even when the kids aren't here. So how can I use this space? Well, I guess it can kind of be an office or just a little desk area, a space where anybody can come and if the kids need to do some homework here or whatever the case may be. But also, I've been using it as a little place to write letters, to do some work if I wanted to. This is just a good place to get some stuff done if I want to, or if I want to be in this room, because this is where all the morning sunshine comes in. As you can see, it's very, very bright in here. Of course, one thing leads to another and then another. I had to move the Curio cabinet out of here, and then I did a little makeover on it. So if you're interested in seeing that, please head over to Patreon. I found this beautiful, just peel and stick wallpaper from Dollar Tree, and I just felt like the colors were so peaceful and beautiful, and I had wanted to start bringing back the greens and the blues, and especially that one painting that I used to have in my kitchen at the other house. I've missed that painting, so I decided to put that in the kitchen, and like I said, one thing leads to another. So then after fixing up the Curio cabinet, then it was time to rearrange the living room. So I will just take you into these places, show you what I've done up to this point. And I wouldn't even say that, you know, everything's settled and this is just how it's going to be. Many of you know that I like to move things around and, you know, get a feel for the spaces. And as I feel things need to move, I move them. You may remember this painting that I had at the previous house, and I have been missing this. So I thought, why not bring it in here? And I really like how it just brightens this area up and just the color that it adds to it. And I've missed the serene colors for here. So, you know, there are a lot of white cabinets, of course. One of the things I mentioned in my previous video is not paying attention, trying, to overlook those things that we don't really care for, whatever they may be. For myself, I really don't care for the countertops or the backsplash, but that's just me. So what can I do? What can I change? And yes, I've already changed all the pink flowers because I was ready to. It was too much for my senses. I don't know what the deal was, but I just wanted something a bit more peaceful. So anyway, I went downstairs, got this painting out of the laundry room, and put it just catty corner. Now, you may remember that I was using that space over there for the coffee maker. So I ended up moving the coffee maker down, but I also am using this tray right here, which is just a platter. I'm using that for sweetener, creamer, and just a little candle, something to add a little bit of color. And then of course, you can always change out hand towels to bring in color. But this is just a little way that I could make the space feel cleaner, feel neat, and a little bit brighter. I think that's been on my mind for a while, is just how can I bring some color in here and just make it feel a little bit more airy. So the other thing that I did was bring in this plant right here. Maybe it was here before, but I had moved it and then I decided to bring it back. I really like the way that it can cover all of these light switches and whatnot, or the plugs rather. And then I also took out this little mint green vase right here, and then just a little grouping. That's what I was looking to do with that. And overall, I really like how minimal everything is on the counters. It was nice to put away all of those vases and the flowers, I will say that, and just leave out what's necessary. So that's what I did. And let's take a look at I guess I can show you the table over here. I also moved the bench seat that I had over there. I put the dog food and the water right there. And then this tray that I was using for the coffee maker and all of the stuff, all of the fixings for it, I ended up just putting the tray right over here with a little plant that I did have in the guest bathroom, but I actually forgot to go in there and water it. And when I went in there to just look for it, it was so sad. So I think that it's probably better to have a faux arrangement in the guest bathroom area, because at least when nobody is staying there, because I'll forget about it. I really will. So anyway, just to have the salt and pepper. I just think that having the salt and pepper on the table is like a must for our family, because at every lunch or dinner, sometimes breakfast, everybody's always asking for it. So it's just good to have that there on the table. I'll be using this for seasonal candies probably. Something that would be exciting for the kids. I can definitely say that this space has been so much cozier than how we previously had it. So it may not look the best. And actually, I was talking to my mom today, and she suggested that I put the sofa where these two wingback chairs are and put the wingback chairs where the sofa is. Just do a flip-flop right there. So I'm going to show you how that looks. But we have been sitting with it like this for a few days. And then when I was listening to what she had to say about it, I thought, normally I don't like looking at the back of a sofa, right? Most people say that's not great. But this sofa is full of artwork, right? With all of the pattern and everything. And it's lower So it might be worth trying that out. And I really dislike the way the back of these wingback chairs look. And that was one of the things that I would have to say in sitting over here, is that now everyone from every angle can enjoy the fireplace. Whereas when we had the sofa on this wall right over here, we were looking at the back of the blue chairs that were facing the fireplace. Oh, there's Miss Lady. So anyway, I want to try this out. You tell me your thoughts. My way, as in how I have it right now, or my mom's way. Okay, initial thoughts. I do like not having the backs of the wingback chairs right in my face when I look in here. But I feel like there needs to be maybe a sofa table right there behind it, possibly. So I also feel like there's something missing in the center there. And I was thinking that this is kind of crowded right here on this wall. So I could possibly move the plants over there, but then would that be too crowded? I could take this and put that over there as kind of like the side table, as well as the plant stand. But again, we get into, is that too much? And I don't have a table that would be as long as this sofa, or, you know, I don't know. I don't know what would look best. I'm obviously going to move some of those things around just to show you. So just share with me your thoughts. This is the furniture that I have. We're remaining within the realm of the furniture that I have. What would you do? And here's a look at it with the plants right there in the center. I have the lamp right behind, kind of catty corner, or just over there in the corner. Now I like to use that lamp when I'm reading, so it's a little far away to me than where I would typically want it to be. So there's that, and then the little bench right there, the footstool, that I usually put right in front of the chair, but just for the look of this. And it actually is a great extra little spot for someone to sit if they wanted to. So there's that. Now I'm going to move that table right here behind the sofa. Okay, I just moved the kids' pictures to over there. And I'm even thinking just a single family picture would be best. I had a family picture printed, framed, everything, and then I ended up giving it to my dad for his office a while ago, so I haven't had it since. And you know, when you just keep putting off printing things, I just need to do that. I love those pictures, though, that I have of the kids. But I think a family picture is in order. And I don't have lots of pictures around. That may be something that you notice. But anyway, with that being said, having a center side table there, I think is good for both parties involved in the wingback chairs. And then with this table behind the sofa, at least someone has a place to put their drink or something if they wanted to. And then I just ended up putting my Bible right there. I did have that in the Curio cabinet in my basket that I use, you know, when I'm journaling and reading and everything. I just take that out. But anyway, that could be a great place for all of us to put our Bibles. So this is just basically the final setup. I think I prefer this style or this setup more. But share with me your thoughts. Does this look too cluttered? Would you do something different? Do you not like seeing the back of the sofa? I would love to know all your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.